So this is all data here which we'll be working with, and this is, you see, this is a monthly data. This was 01, then 02. This is a monthly data. This is for first year 19 till this is from first month till 12th month. Then this is for 1950 from first month till 12th month. So we have data from 1949 first of every month till it's till 1960. Okay, so more than 10 years of data we have. So time series में हमेशा ऐसा ही डेटा होता है. इफ यू हैव वीकली देन डेटा आपका ज्यादा होगा. ईयरली होगा देन इससे भी कम डेटा बन जाएगा. इफ मंथली देन डेटा फ्रीक्वेंसी इज 11 डेटा, बट ऑन मंथली इट्स मतलब इतना ही होगा. सो इट्स नॉट कि यू हैव थाउजेंड्स और so many rows की you will be working in. Time series में the data will be, if it is daily, तो that is a different case. तो उसमें भी then the data will be huge, because daily basis पे if you take it for 10 days then it will be huge. But if it is a monthly data or yearly data or a weekly data, then in that case it might not be that big. ठीक है, so okay, so let's start for today. So this is our data which we'll be working on, and the number of passengers we will be predicting them. So pehle let me start with PPT, what time series about. So yeah. So time series, as I've already told you, it is a record of the chosen data points, such as share price, or can you anybody tell me, like mic on करके बता देना, like where all we can apply time series, like what kind of problems. मैंने यहाँ लिखा भी है all as per your knowledge, where all, like हम कहाँ time series apply कर सकते हैं, what problems can be solved using time series analysis. And according to you, how do we measure the accuracy, or how do we measure how good our model is in case of predicting? As per your knowledge, जितना आपको पता है, general knowledge of time series, तो उसमें what all problems can be catered, what kind of problems can be catered? हाँ जी, anybody? कोई तो जवाब दो, कोई नहीं जवाब दे रहा. What all problems can be catered using time series? Okay, what time series all about? कार्तिक, आप बताना, या मिताली आप बताओ, what time series is all about, and what kind of problems it can cater?
Ma'am, can you hear me?
हाँ जी, yes, मिताली.
Yeah, so it is a statistical technique basically which deals with time series data, matlab trend analysis or something which is based on time, like in a series of particular time periods or interval.
And if we talk, if you're talking about predicting, then how can we see how a good model is? जैसे हमारे पास दो ही matrices होते हैं for evaluation, classification और regression. तो time series के case में according to you what will go? In order to evaluate a model, suppose if you have built a model, then in order to evaluate that model, then what will be the matrices in order to see ki how good our model is, yeah, how bad our model is? करिश्मा, आप बताना, like what time series is you as what time series is as per you, sorry, and how can we evaluate time series? करिश्मा, आर यू देयर? अच्छा आप, हाँ जी, अच्छा आप बताना। अचल, Karthik, whenever I call you, you never respond. You never reply. Okay, then tell me what, as per you, is time series, and what kind of situations we can use time series, and how can we evaluate our model, how well our model was.
Ma'am, I think it's based on the data we have. Like if it is like color or something, then it will be classification, and if it's like weight, then it will be regression.
आपने क्लासिफिकेशन भी बोला, रिग्रेशन भी बोला, किस पे क्लासिफिकेशन और रिग्रेशन, विच वन? कार्तिक, am I audible now? हाँ जी रूपा, ठीक है। तो कार्तिक ये बताओ ना, अब आज द क्वेश्चन, like where can you use time series, what kind of problem, so as per you what time series is and what kind of problem can be solved using time series, and अगर हम मॉडल बनाते हैं then what all matrices we will be using in order to evaluate time series, like as per your knowledge. अभी मैंने बताया नहीं, but I'm just want to know कि what as per your knowledge is.
हेलो मैम।
हाँ जी
मैम
कार्तिक
सॉरी, मेरे को आवाज नहीं आ रही थी आपकी पहले। मैम टाइम तो मैंने पहले कभी पढ़ी नहीं है, बट मेरे को तो यही लगता है कि जो पहले का डेट टाइम था उसके हिसाब से कुछ भी, मतलब ट्रेंड एनालिसिस जैसे मिताली बोल रही थी, या फिर कोई डिमांड सप्लाई टाइप।
डिमांड सप्लाई में या यू कैन मेक टाइम सीरीज। डिमांड सप्लाई में कैसे करोगे बताना थोड़ा, मतलब आपने जैसे बोला है, व्हाट योर पर्सपेक्टिव इज।
मैम जैसे पहले डिमांड
हेलो
ज्यादा
मैम,
थी।
हाँ जी अचल, अभी
मैं आई थिंक
हाँ
टाइम सीरीज एनालिसिस उसमें यूज होगा कि आपने ऑर्डर
एक
कब
बार
पे ऑनलाइन शॉपिंग में कितनी देर में ओवर कन्वर्ट होता है।
एक बार रुको, एक बार कार्तिकेय बता रहे थे, लेट हिम कंप्लीट देन आप बताना।
मैम मतलब जैसे पहले का हम डेट टाइम से एनालाइज कर सकते हैं कि जो पहले के 6 महीने थे या 7 महीने थे, ये लास्ट ईयर कैसे सेल हो रही थी, और उसके मतलब सपोर्टिंग फैक्टर्स या फीचर्स क्या क्या थे उस टाइम। तो हम उन सपोर्टिंग फीचर्स और फैक्टर्स को इस टाइम देख के हम देख सकते हैं कि डिमांड ज्यादा होगी या कम।
सो एक तरह से, और इसको हम इवेलुएट करें काइंड ऑफ, इसमें भी हमारी कंटिन्यूअस वैल्यूज आएंगी। सो हमारे इवेल्युएशन मैट्रिसेस कैन बी सिमिलर टू रिग्रेशन वन,
हाँ मैम, क्योंकि
बिकॉज
इसको
हमारे,
मीन स्क्वायर्ड से ही शायद इवेलुएट करते हैं, रूट
हाँ जी,
RMSE।
RMSE MSE, बिकॉज इसमें हमारी दो तरह की प्रॉब्लम होती है, बीट रिग्रेशन और बीट क्लासिफिकेशन। टाइम सीरीज इज ऑल्सो अ काइंड ऑफ रिग्रेशन प्रॉब्लम, जिसमें जैसे जैसे आई हैव शोन यू दिस डेटा, सो इसमें व्हाट आर टारगेट इज, द टारगेट इज लाइक द नंबर ऑफ पैसेंजर्स व्हिच विल बी ट्रैवलिंग, तो कंटिन्यूअस नंबर है, वी हैव अ रेंज ऑफ वैल्यूज, तो हमें इन्हीं को प्रिडिक्ट करना है। सो व्हेन वी मेक अ प्रिडिक्शन देन द वैल्यू विल बी आल्सो अ नंबर, कैन बी अ कंटिन्यूअस नंबर। So again, we'll be using regression matrices here in order to evaluate a time series. So time series का, if let's talk about a retail problem, या जैसे ये airlines है, okay, उससे पहले एक और मैं चलो moving on, I'll ask this question अभी नहीं। So time series में क्या होता है, given past records of anything, be it a retail service, be it a share market, या किसी का business है, over the time what was the sales या what was the business going on, उसके क्या values थे with respect to an year, with respect to a date, या with respect to a week, what were the values, then we have to make predictions for the future कि आगे आने वाले टाइम में what the values will be. ठीक है. So that is what can be solved using time series. It can be solved using a regression problem as well, क्योंकि regression में भी तो वही काम होता है कि we make predictions using future, sorry, using past values. But the major difference for time series and regression is, जैसे regression में if talking about this data only, air passengers, अगर if I would have multiple columns की airlines कौन सी थी, destination कौन सा था, let's say airline कौन सी है, destination कौन सा है, फेयर प्राइस क्या है, या डिस्काउंट क्या था. सो इफ ऑल दीज फीचर्स कम इनटू अकाउंट, it's not a time series problem now, it is a regression problem, because is we have is, let's say हमें passengers को ही predict करना, but using all these attributes, these become our independent features and this is our target dependent feature. So when we have more than one feature in our data, that is a regression problem, although it can be taken as time series, but time series दो कॉलम होते हैं. वन इज द डेट कॉलम एंड अनदर इज जो हमें प्रिडिक्ट करना है. टाइम सीरीज के अगर आपके पास इतना सारा डेटा है और भी मल्टीपल कॉलम्स का डेटा है, then if you want to make it a time series, then pick the column जिसको आपको predict करना है. With respect to that, we should have a date. Other columns you won't take into consideration if you want to make a time series model. If you want to take them into consideration, then this model we cannot use it. We have to then use a regression model. So difference clear हुआ. When do we use it? See, both में हमारा time series हम एक ही काम कर रहे हैं. दोनों cases में we are getting the number of passengers, but if you want to make a time series model, then we have to just take in account the date and the number of passengers, that is target, and all other features as well. आपको लगता है कि that these are also very important, I cannot leave them. Then in order to make prediction for this passenger, consider all of them and then use a regression algorithm, not time series. So और because दोनों में continuous value predict होंगी, तो हमारा regression matrices ही we will be using in order to evaluate our model. So इसमें difference clear हुआ. When we have a regression problem on the same data and when we have a time series problem, and what kind of data is fed into both. कि if में अगर आपको बनाना है time series model, तो आपको कौन सा data लेना पड़ेगा, और regression में आपको कौन सा data लेना पड़ेगा. ये difference clear हुआ सबसे पहले. So
मैम
in
टाइम
time
सीरीज एनालिसिस में फिर एक ही फीचर होता है, मतलब
हाँ जी,
टाइम ही होगा फिर.
time will not be a feature. Your feature, sorry, yes, time will be a feature and passengers will be your target. इसमें सिर्फ दो ही चीजें होती है टाइम सीरीज में, बाकी चीजें इंक्लूड नहीं करेंगे. इंक्लूड की तो फिर वो रिग्रेशन प्रॉब्लम बन जाएगी और उसमें टाइम सीरीज का एल्गोरिथम नहीं काम करेगा.
मैम कैन ऑनलाइन शॉपिंग डेटा कैन बी अ टाइम सीरीज data problem, like after how many days a customer places the order and anything like that?
After how many days customer places an order? या इट कैन बी, अगर आपके पास वैसा डेटा है कि विद रिस्पेक्ट टू दिस डेट एक स्पेसिफिक, ओके, ये दिस इज अ क्वेश्चन फॉर एवरीबडी. ऑनलाइन प्लेटफॉर्म में लेट्स से अब हम अज्यूमिंग हम हैविंग 100 कस्टमर, तो 100 कस्टमर्स के लिए कैन आई मेक वन मॉडल, या आई हैव टू मेक डिफरेंट मॉडल्स फॉर ऑल द कस्टमर्स, हाउ थिंग्स विल गो इफ टॉकिंग अबाउट टाइम सीरीज. जैसे अभी अचल ने बोला कि लेट्स से कस्टमर ए का मुझे देखना है कि कितने दिन में ऑर्डर प्लेस करते हैं, कस्टमर बी कितने दिन में ऑर्डर प्लेस करते हैं. सो हाउ व्हाट काइंड ऑफ मॉडल, लाइक कैसे मॉडल बनेंगे उसमें 100 कस्टमर्स. कार्तिक says one model will be done for all the 100 customers. What about others? I want inputs from everybody. Achal, आप ही बताओ, as per you what will be. You can just turn on your mic and say. Achal also says one model. Johnny, आप बताओ. करिश्मा, रोहित. See, basic understanding. मैं बस एक just Karishma also says one. Johnny, Mitali, Rupa, Rohit. As per you, if मेरे पास 100 customers हैं and we need to see कि how many days will this customer place an order, या फिर कितने amount का order will he place coming days, then 100 customers पे Rohit also says 1, Rupa also says 1. Johnny, आप बताओ. Johnny भी says 1. Mitali, major of you are saying 1 here. It will be 100 model. 1 model नहीं बनेगा. Why so? Let's say आप सभी, we have 8 people here. आप 8 लोगों का shopping behavior अलग होगा. Let's say Rohit might be placing order too frequently, कि हर तीसरे दिन he places an order. Rupa is not that frequent shopper, वो महीने में एक बार करती है. Johnny is also not that frequent, वो 2 महीने में एक बार करते हैं. अचल 6 महीने में एक बार करते हैं. कार्तिक साल में एक बार ऑर्डर करते हैं. So can one model cater all of the shopping behaviors? कार्तिकी का बिहेवियर 1 साल में ऑर्डर प्लेस करने का, अचल का 6 महीने, करिश्मा का 2 महीने, रोहित का हर हफ्ते, एंड रूपा लेट्स से हर थर्ड डे. कैन वन मॉडल केटर ऑल ऑफ दीज? कस्टमर आईडी लेट्स से जो ये बना कि लेट्स से कस्टमर C1 हियर, C2, C3, C4, एंड दिस इज लेट्स से ये है 12 महीने, ये है 6, ये है 1 मंथ, ये है 2 months, ये है 1 month, and you just 7 days. So all the different behaviors, तो एक मॉडल नहीं कर पाएगा ये कैप्चर, बिकॉज इसका बिहेवियर टाइम सीरीज कैलकुलेट करेगा. बिहेवियर एनालिसिस ही होता है ना. लेट्स से अगर एक कस्टमर है, लेट्स से कस्टमर 1 है, His behavior is that वो मतलब 8 से 12 महीने के बीच में अपना ऑर्डर प्लेस करते ही करते हैं. एंड हाउ डिड वी गेट टू नो? बिकॉज उनका जो पास्ट ट्रेंड था वो हमेशा 8 से 12 महीने मैक्स टू मैक्स है ना, कभी 8 महीने से कम में उन्होंने ऑर्डर प्लेस किया, 12 महीने से एक्सीड होने नहीं दिए. सो 8 से 12 मंथ वॉज हिज ट्रेंड ओवर द टाइम. लेट्स से 10 ईयर का एनालिसिस किया मैंने कस्टमर 1 पे, एंड ओवर 10 years his behavior was कि he always made a purchase from 8 to 12 months. उस दौरान उन्होंने कर दिया उन 3 महीने के अंदर. कस्टमर 2 every 6 month he made a purchase. 10 साल का डेटा एनालिसिस करके. अगर मैं इन सबको एक what the analysis will be, एक बार बिहेवियर आ रहा है 12 मंथ, एक बार बिहेवियर आ रहा है 6 मंथ, एक बार बिहेवियर आ रहा है 2 मंथ, और एक बार आ रहा है 7 days. तो कुछ स्पेसिफिक, किसी का स्पेसिफिक बिहेवियर पिक नहीं हुआ, सब कुछ मिक्स हो गया. सो व्हेनेवर लेट्स से इफ दिस काइंड ऑफ थिंग होगा, तो हमें अलग मॉडल बनाना पड़ेगा फॉर ईच कस्टमर, तभी ये चीज केटर नहीं हो सकती. इसमें these kind of things does not go with customer ID. इसमें the amount spent है जो over 1000 या 1 lakh अब स्पेंड करते हैं, उनका एक क्लस्टर बन के, and then the model can be made with respect to that date. सोल कस्टमर आईडी पे कभी मॉडल नहीं बनेगा, बट जैसे रिटेल का हमारा मॉडल हो जाता है, लेट्स से और लेट्स से अबाउट जैसे हमारा एयरलाइंस का ही डेटा है, लेट मी ब्रिंग इन मोर हियर. जैसे डेस्टिनेशन, let's say this is my airline 1 here, this is my airline 2, and this is my airline 3. Again airline 1, airline 2, and airline 3. And then destination, let's say D1, D2, D3. हमारे पास ये डेटा सेट है कि एयरलाइन 1 है, वो डेस्टिनेशन 1 पे इस डेट को गई विद दीज मेनी पैसेंजर्स. देन एयरलाइन 1 गई 4th मंथ, लेट्स अज्यूम दीज आर डेट्स मंथ में, बिकॉज वो ज्यादा गैप हो जाएगा. लेट्स अज्यूम दीज आर डेट्स कि 1 तारीख को एयरलाइन 1 वेंट टू डेस्टिनेशन 1 विद 112 पैसेंजर. Then or it can be let's assume that this is airline 1 only here, and this is A2, or let it be like this. So this was for airline 1. Then to 4 तारीख को went to destination 1 these many passengers. Then airline 1 again on 7 तारीख को went to this destination D1 again. Here is D1 again with these many passengers. तो एक ट्रेंड बन के आ गया. अब मेरा एयरलाइन 1 का लेट्स से दिस इज एक दिन का डेटा. देन उसके दिन बाद इस डेस्टिनेशन पे इतने पैसेंजर्स को लेके गई, देन इस डेस्टिनेशन में इतने पैसेंजर्स को लेके गई. देन इन ऑर्डर टू मेक प्रेडिक्शन फॉर दिस डेट, लेट्स से दिस इज फॉर A2 and A3, and this is again D2 and D3. So मुझे यहाँ पे एयरलाइन 1 का प्रेडिक्शन करने के लिए आई नीड टू टेक ऑल देम इनटू कंसिडरेशन. दिस इज ओनली फॉर एयरलाइन 1. इन तीनों को कंसिडर करके तभी तो मैं अपना नेक्स्ट. Am I not audible to all? Rupa says, my audio is not going through. Am I not audible? बाकी सबको भी only Rupa or maybe okay. So in order to make prediction for airline 1, I will be only considering the data of airline 1 over the years. This is specific for airline 1. अब लेट से मुझे डेस्टिनेशन वाइज देखना है कि डेस्टिनेशन 1 पे एयरलाइन, लेट से इफ एयरलाइंस वाज टू की इफ दिस इज माय डेस्टिनेशन 1, तो व्हाट ऑल पैसेंजर्स विल बी फॉर कमिंग ईयर्स. तो ये थोड़ी ना मैं D1 का मॉडल और D2 का मॉडल D3 का मॉडल एक साथ, बिकॉज some passengers, let's say D1 is Delhi, D2 is your Pune, and D3 is your let's say Madhya Pradesh or any remote area. So the number of passengers to these cities will be much more as compared to passengers going on to the remote areas. तो हर सिचुएशन में if you want to make a model for D1 और डेस्टिनेशन, तो डेस्टिनेशन वाइज अलग मॉडल बनेगा. तो अब मैं क्या करूंगी, डेस्टिनेशन वाइज मेरे ये डेस्टिनेशन पे इस दिन इतने पैसेंजर गए, डेस्टिनेशन 1 पे इस दिन इतने पैसेंजर, 1 पे इस दिन इतने पैसेंजर गए, देन डेस्टिनेशन वाइज आई विल मेक अ मॉडल. नाउ माय टारगेट विल बी दिस डेस्टिनेशन. अगर मैं एयरलाइन वाइज करूंगी देन आई हैव टू मेक की एयरलाइन वाइज विल बी अ डिफरेंट मॉडल. अगर डेट वाइज है लाइक पैसेंजर वाइज, देन पैसेंजर्स वाइज विल बी डिफरेंट मॉडल. सो हर सिनेरियो में अ डिफरेंट मॉडल विल बी क्रिएटेड. कस्टमर्स हैं तो कस्टमर वाइज अ डिफरेंट, एक उनकी बिहेवियर कैप्चर करने के लिए यू हैव टू टेक वन रिकॉर्ड, बिकॉज सभी का बिहेवियर इज नॉट सिमिलर एंड आप सभी को क्लब कर दोगे तो आपको कोई एनालिसिस नहीं मिलेगा. अगर मैं आपको प्रॉब्लम दे दूं कि 12 महीने पे शॉपिंग बिहेवियर है, 6 महीने पे भी है, 2 महीने पे भी है, 7 डेज पे भी, देन गिव मी एनालिसिस की नेक्स्ट शॉपिंग कब होगी, आप नहीं निकाल पाओगे एनालिसिस, बिकॉज देयर इज नो देयर इज नथिंग फिक्स्ड. कभी कुछ वैल्यू आ रही है, कभी कुछ वैल्यू आ रही है, एंड बिहेवियर इज ऑलवेज रेपिटेटिव. हमारा ट्रेंड होता है, सीजनैलिटी होती है, देयर इज सिंस इन डेटा, जो चीज पहले हुई है similar kind of behavior will come in future as well. So that is what time series is. तो अगर difference in, अगर customer wise model बनाना है तो one model will not be done, different model बनाने पड़ेंगे. अगर आपको रिटेल का बनाना है कि लेट्स से आपको ड्राई वेजिटेबल्स या ड्राई फ्रूट्स या एंड रेफर वाला जो सामान है, रेफ्रिजरेटेड वाला जो सामान है, देन देयर बिहेवियर विल बी सेम. पोटैटोज का जो सेल होगी विल बी डिफरेंट एज कम्पेयर टू योर एप्पल्स, बिकॉज एप्पल सीजनल फ्रूट है, पोटैटो हमेशा अवेलेबल है. योर टोमेटो सेल विल बी डिफरेंट फ्रॉम दैट ऑफ योर बिस्किट, बिकॉज दोनों का शॉपिंग बिहेवियर, दोनों का पर्पज ही अलग है. सो विल हैव डिफरेंट मॉडल्स. वन मॉडल विल नेवर बी सफिशिएंट इनफ. तो वो मॉडल बनेगा ही नहीं. अगर बना भी देते हो तो वो गलत प्रेडिक्शन करेगा. सो इन ऑर्डर टू मेक गुड मॉडल यू हैव टू सेग्रीगेट द डेटा बेसिस ऑन यूनिक की. लेट्स से जैसे अभी पोटैटो का बनाना तो पोटैटो का डेटा सेग्रीगेट करना पड़ेगा, बिस्किट का बनाना तो बिस्किट का डेटा सेग्रीगेट करना पड़ेगा, एंड देन यू हैव टू मेक फॉर ईच कमोडिटी. सो ये वाली चीज क्लियर हुई व्हेन लाइक व्हाट काइंड ऑफ मॉडल्स एंड जो ये था कि एवरीबॉडी वाज सेइंग वन मॉडल, दैट विल नॉट हैपन. ये चीज क्लियर हुई आपको? Okay, now okay, now moving on. This is our PPT. And again, अगर मॉडल बनाते हो तो टाइम सीरीज के लिए you will have one value column and with respect to one date column. उसके अलावा और आप कुछ फीड नहीं करोगे एल्गोरिथम में, just two values. One is your independent feature and one is the dependent जो आपको predict करना है. ठीक है. Now time series, we worked over a chosen data, जैसे share price हो गया या specified period of time at regular intervals. Always the interval will be regular. ऐसे नहीं कि एक मेरा कुछ डेटा मेरा मंथली है, देन मेरा ईयरली हो गया, देन मेरा डेली भी हो गया, देन वीकली भी हो गया. नो, डेटा शुड ऑलवेज बी एट रेगुलर इंटरवल. अगर आप मंथली है तो सारा डेटा मंथली होगा, ईयरली है तो सारा डेटा ईयरली होगा, वीकली है तो सारा डेटा वीकली होगा. It has to be at regular interval, then only your time series model will work. Otherwise, वो नहीं काम करेगा. कभी weekly, कभी yearly, कभी daily, कभी फिर से monthly. That is not regular. Regular interval. That is the requirement. वो होना चाहिए. Okay, so it gives you an analysis that how useful, how future will be over your given data. अगर मेरा पुराना let's say पिछले 10 साल में मेरी ये values रही थी, then अगले मेरे 2 महीने में या 1 साल में what will be the likely sale of my commodity over the period of time. ठीक है. So one it's often independent variable and a dependent variable. दो चीजें होती है time series में. So it all involves working on year, days, जी आपका डेटा जैसे भी होगा, ईयरली हो सकता है, डेली, मंथली. ओके. Okay, it says your time series model, like they're very powerful because they have serially correlated data. What do you mean by this correlated data? If I'm saying that data is correlated, जो टाइम सीरीज का डेटा होता है, there is an auto correlation. उसका क्या मतलब है? Like जनरल टर्मिनोलॉजी, ऑटो कोरिलेशन, डेटा कोरिलेटेड होता है बस में. ऑटो कोरिलेटेड एक्चुअली, नॉट जस्ट कोरिलेटेड, ऑटो कोरिलेटेड. जैसे जॉनी, एज द डेट्स मूव ऑन देयर इज अ रिलेशन, कैसे मतलब थोड़ा इलैबोरेट करो.
हेलो.
हाँ जी जॉनी.
हेलो.
हाँ जी जॉनी.
मैं correlation means, ma'am, if like serially correlated, as in like as the time move forward, either they are positively correlated or negatively correlated. Like either dates like as a time, जैसे forecast भी करना हो, अगर time बढ़ता जाता है तो maybe like उसका जैसे share prices है, maybe value is increasing, or you can say like value is decreasing with the time. That's what like we can say like.
How do see, आप समझ में आ, लेकिन आप कुछ वर्ड मिस कर रहे हो. सो व्हाट इट सेज इज, कोई मतलब आज की जो वैल्यू, लेट्स से कल मेरी स्टॉक प्राइस की वैल्यू थी 300, तो ऐसा तो नहीं है आज की एकदम 1300 चली जाएगी. इफ सडन समथिंग रैंडम इज नॉट देयर. अगर रेगुलर बिहेवियर चल रहा है तो आज की व्हाट विल बी फॉर शेयर मार्केट विल बी डिपेंडेंट ऑन लास्ट. जो कल मेरी वैल्यू थी उसी के अराउंड 19-20 ऊपर नीचे, उसी से मेरी आज की वैल्यू डिराइव हुई. अगर कल मेरी 80 थी तो it means कि your today value is related to the values in past. आज की value is related to yesterday's value. Yesterday की value is related to day before yesterday, and so on. So it means all the values in your time series are auto correlated. अगर something जैसे अभी कोविड आ गया, all of a random changes happened, सारा behavior disrupt हो गया, because that is something random, it cannot be predicted. तो इस केस में आपकी वैल्यूज सडन, आपका जो मॉडल है वो फेल हो जाएगा. बट इफ थिंग वुड हैव गॉन नॉर्मली, तो यू कुड हैव आइडेंटिफाइड दैट. अब जैसे कोविड आने से, लॉकडाउन होने से शेयर मार्केट जैसे एकदम वो फॉल हो गई, करेक्ट. तो जो मेरी लेट्स से अगर मेरा स्टॉक प्राइस 1000 था तो वो एकदम से 500 आ गया. दैट वाज अ रैंडम फॉल, अनप्रेडिक्टेबल. लेकिन इफ द बिहेवियर वुड हैव बीन नॉर्मल, की नॉर्मल ऑटो करके कि मेरी आई कैन डिराइव कि अगर 2 दिन पहले मेरा टाइम से शेयर का प्राइस 800 था, फिर 900 हुआ, सो इट्स लाइकली कि ऊपर नीचे 10-20 ऊपर नीचे इट कैन गो, बट आई एम एबल टू डिराइव दैट वैल्यू. इट्स नॉट कि एकदम से 100 चला जाएगा 500. सो इट मीन्स की दैट your present value or the value which you will be forecasting are dependent on the values of the past, yesterday, day before yesterday, and more in the history. So it means ये वही चीज कह रहा है. So the values are serially auto correlated, and this is an important behavior of time series data. ठीक है. So moving on, then so time series में we have different components. One is trend component, one is seasonal, one is cyclic, and one is irregular. So what as per you trend is? What is trend? And overall persistent long term. What is trend? How do you, if I'm saying there is a trend in data, so give me an example how trend can be.
Trend can be like a retail shopper after every week replenishes his stock of raw materials. So it's a trend.
क्या कहा आपने? मुझे नहीं इस बार ढंग से
Ma'am, trends like for a retail shopper after every 1 week he replenishes his stock. So it's a trend.
No.
Trend is not for something for a very long period. When a particular pattern is observed for a very long period of time.
हम्म तो वो तो पैटर्न है, मतलब आप थोड़ा और क्लियर बताओ ऋषभ. So let's say if this is my data and this is my time series, ये मेरी values हैं. So what is the trend here?
Unlike population census can be an example.
This is population increasing trend. So trend is like, is your business increasing or negative? May if the trend is negative, it will be जैसे ये हुआ, then it will go on decreasing. So this is trend, that over the time how your business was it in positive trend or was it in a negative trend? So over the time performance or over the time जो आपकी values हैं, were they increasing or were they decreasing? So that is defined as trend. Then what is clear हुआ, what is trend? Then what is seasonal component? If you say seasonal component, ये time series में होता है. So what do you mean by seasonal component? यहाँ लिखा भी है regular periodic fluctuations usually within a 12-month period. So like what do you mean by this seasonal component? As per general आपको जैसे seasonal component seasonality होती है. So as per you, what it is seasonal component? रूपा आप बताओ, या करिश्मा आप बताओ, अंकुर. हाँ जी. Such as जैसे एग्जांपल करिश्मा ने दिया विंटर समर. लेट्स से सीजनल इज लाइक एज पर द सीजन्स हमारी सेल चेंज होती है. इफ देयर इज अ हाँ जी अच्छा, फेस्टिव सीजन इज आल्सो फैक्टर ऑफ सीजनैलिटी. फेस्टिवल के टाइम पे हमारी शॉपिंग इंक्रीज हो जाती है. द सेल ऑफ कमोडिटीज और गुड्स इंक्रीजेस. विंटर टाइम में वी हैव मोर ऑफ द सेल फॉर विंटर आइटम्स. Summer में we have more of the sale for summer. Wedding season में yes. So these all are our seasonal factors. That is, आपको पता है, आपको अब मैं कोई बोलूँ that you have a shop and you says कि you have a business and you say कि winter up and you are dealing with winter commodity, then you are damn sure that कि winter में the sale will always go high. So that is seasonal factor, that you are aware that in these seasons your sale will automatically go high because of behavior है लोगों का. That is the time when people come out and do more shopping. So that comes out to be seasonality factor, and every time series has a seasonality factor. जैसे if talking about airlines data या कोई भी the festive season या new year पे season or any other the winter the holiday time, you'll have much more travel. So that is the seasonality factor कि वो हर साल आपको दिखाई देगा ही. So it's not कि trend is either increasing or decreasing. Seasonality is कि you have repetitive behavior. हर साल आपको वही बिहेवियर दिख रहा है. हर साल आपकी सेल विंटर में इंक्रीज होती ही होती है. हर साल people travel more when it comes to when it's near to new year. So that is a seasonal component, that is repetitive behavior of data over a particular time. And particular time हमारे 12 month, it's like 12 महीने में it's 1 year. So 1 year में हर साल आपको behavior दिखेगा. So that is seasonality component. So okay, and what is cyclic? It's within 12 month. Like हर साल हर अगस्त में मेरी सेल इंक्रीज होती है, देन हर नवंबर में एंड हर दिसंबर में. हर समर में इट्स अराउंड अप्रैल, लेट्स अज्यूम. देन व्हाट इज साइक्लिक? यस, इट्स काइंड ऑफ when it is seasonal, it is within an year. कि आपको पता है इस महीने में जाएगी, इस महीने में जाएगी. Cycle is when it's talking about an year. कि दिसंबर में मेरी सेल इंक्रीज हुई थी, अब यही वाली सेल मेरी कब इंक्रीज होगी? नेक्स्ट दिसंबर में. दैट इज वन साइकिल. 2020 में मेरी सेल इंक्रीज हुई, देन 2021 में ही मेरी वो वाली सेल उस मंथ के लिए इंक्रीज होगी. सो दैट कम्स आउट टू बी साइकिल. सो इट्स लाइक more than year. Repeated swings over more than an year. Seasonality is within an year and cyclic is पूरा आपका ओवरऑल आपका ये जो पैटर्न है वो वाली साइकिल अब आपकी अगले साल आएगी. सो when it comes into a that is told as cyclic. And what do you mean by irregular and random component? irregular or random component? No, Rupa, wrong. What can be irregular or random component? मनीष आप बताना. हाँ जी. Yes. No, Karishma, you are wrong. जॉनी आपका भी गलत है. सो ऋषभ एंड अचल अगर लाइक अनरियलिस्टिक फैक्टर, जैसे अभी कोविड आ गया. नो मनीष, नो. जैसे अभी कोविड दिस वाज रैंडम थिंग which can never be predicted. So sudden random changes जो हम predict नहीं कर सकते. Let's say if we have a world war या भी कोविड है, जो behavior था as अगर हम analysis करते, हम prediction करते, then the behavior would have been normal. वही prediction होता. लेकिन if जैसे अभी कोविड came in, everything was locked down and everything was shut. So that is a random behavior, that is जिससे आपका business पूरा impact हो गया and which cannot be predicted. So हमेशा time series में it's not कि there will be, but there can be some irregular and random components which cannot be predicted. कि कुछ up and down, let's say if not this this natural kind of disaster ये जैसे भी आगे ऐसा कुछ नहीं, लेकिन if a business all of a sudden goes bankrupt, तो जैसे रिसेशन आया था, that was they are unpredictable things which cannot be, and उससे हमारा पूरा एनालिसिस चेंज हो जाएगा. If we have predicted, let's say my sales price or my stock price will be 1000 tomorrow, and all of a sudden मेरा सब कुछ बंद हो गया है, then what the sale it will be null. So these are called irregular random components which cannot be predicted. जो 10-20 ऊपर नीचे होता है, even in regular terms, अगर मैंने prediction 10 किया and मेरा actual sales चले गई 15, so there is a difference. So called an error, इसको हम error भी बोल सकते हैं. और if talking about the complete prediction, then these are unnatural things या जो which cannot be predicted, and जिससे our complete businesses change. So they comes out to be random component or irregular component जो fluctuations आ जाती हैं. और if talking about a regular one data कि जो थोड़ी बहुत 19-20 the prediction was 100, then we are allowing कि 19-20, if the prediction was 100, then my sale can go to 110 or 90. So there are a bit of fluctuations, so they are called residuals here. जो हम we cannot do the exact prediction, so they are also a part of our time series. So time series में we have trend upward or downward. We have seasonal component की there is a seasonality की हर नवंबर में या हर 2 महीने बाद कुछ ना कुछ फेस्टिवल आ ही जाता है and the sale is increased. Cycles is it's all about कि पिछले साल ये behavior था, इस साल भी यही जाएगा. It's it's catering trend and seasonality, both of the thing. ट्रेंड मेरा ऊपर ही रहेगा और उसी पैटर्न पे people will be shopping more, so that comes out to be cyclic component. And irregular and random मतलब something new, whether it was unpredictable या फिर जो predictions we made उसमें जो ऊपर नीचे मेरा if we made prediction of x, then it was x plus 1 or x minus 1. So that is something irregular which we are not able to cater in our time series. So these are the components, and they are always there in data. So before feeding any time series data into an algorithm, we always remove these factors from our data, and then only this is called, and agar ye sab factors hai aapke data mein, it means your time series is not stationary. So when we move on, stationarity matlab have all these in your time series data. To remove all these from our data, that is we make our time series stationary, and then we feed that data into our algorithm. Okay. Now, जैसे here, these are somewhat of irregular fluctuations कि the business all of a sudden something has happened that जो out of prediction, out of box कुछ चला गया which was not predictable. So it can be some irregular fluctuations, and this is cycle. Okay, this was here in one period and this will be. Trend is like this is my line of trend that we have an upward trend, yeah, we have a downward trend, and this cycle is over a year कि पिछले साल sale increase थी इन महीने में. So it is likely to do the same in this. Seasonality is कि साल में मेरा festive season है, this is my festive season, and after that we have December. So in August and in December there is seasonality factor कि those are the seasons which will impact my business either negative or positive. So these are our components of time series. Clear? इनमें किसी को कोई confusion है? What about others? I'll send Kartikeya. एक second मैं इसको send कर दूँगा. I'll send it. Network issue. Okay. एक second. Let me share this PPT. Kartikeya is facing network issue. Give me a few minutes, then let me share it with all of you. Just one more minute. That's all. Please check your email IDs. मैंने अभी भेज दिया PPT, तो एक बार देख लो. If somebody has not received, तो please tell me. हाँ जी, मिल गई है सबको? Okay, then moving on. These are the components, and then explaining all the components one by one. So this is seasonality. मतलब maybe आपको clear हो भी गया है कि हर after every month means periodic fluctuation. Seasonality means periodic fluctuations. Retail sales tend to peak for the Christmas season and then decline after the holidays. So time series retail sales will have, it will show an increasing pattern from September to December, and after that declining to Feb. So that is a seasonality factor, and this is, an example of CO2 concentration over a month. When is the CO2 concentration maximum? So is for this, the May month is having maximum concentration for CO2. So there is a seasonality factor. Okay. So seasonality basically, and then comes out to be autocorrelation. Just I've already told you, that is for the future are dependent on the values of the past. So means all the values are auto correlated, and it's not कि हर value उतनी ही important होगी. The latest value are, you know, they are the maximum influencing, you know, they influence the maximum on the value for today or tomorrow. अगर मैं if talking about sale price, or if talking about the number of passengers traveling, if yesterday you know 1,000 passengers, so and मुझे prediction करनी है, और let's say एक week में in total मेरे aggregated passengers थे 1,000, and I want to make predictions for the next week. So will the last week will be much important for me to make predictions, or you know 10 years ago data जो था that will be much important. So which you know which will give me much more of analysis for the coming week कि कितने passengers travel कर सकते हैं, the last week or the week which was 10 years ago. So which week, you know, which data will be much more useful in order to make prediction? The latest one? Yes, the latest data. Because हमारी जो last, because over the years the data has changed, it has increased or decreased. So the latest value contribute the most in order to make prediction. We will be considering the past values, not that much. जो हमारी ज़्यादातर importance है is given to the latest value when it comes to time series prediction. ठीक है? So they are the one which are mostly auto correlated, although they are also derived from the past. But कल की value prediction करने के लिए मुझे yesterday वाली value ज़्यादा information as compared to value 10 years ago, because that is much auto correlated to as compared to the past value. So how present values are related to the past value, this is called autocorrelation. And you know all values, it's not कि सभी value positive भी जा सकती है, some values do not contribute that much कि कुछ ज़्यादा change ही नहीं हुआ. Let's say over some time my values did not जैसे it's an example here, these are days below that, this is my 60 day, this is my 50 day, and this is day 0. Bring in pen here. So this is my day 0, and it says, you know, the most significant, this spike says the number of, you know, the significance level कि मुझे कल की value predict करने के लिए how significant the past values are. एक second, let me choose pen. That this is the day 0 value, and that is कि in order to, and these are my significance level कि कितनी significant a value is in order to make prediction for the next day. So this is an autocorrelation graph which says कि past 60 days में how values are, you know, value कितनी important in order to make prediction for the next day. So the highest peak is 0, because latest value will be having like most of the information in order to make prediction for tomorrow. So that the latest value is having the value with the greatest spike. So it says कि, and also shows कि जो last value, जो yesterday वाली value थी is much more important than उसके बाद day before yesterday, and it decreases when it goes. Similarly, there is a pattern, because seasonality होती है, pattern होता है, and after that these contribute, but not as much as the initial values contribute. And when you go into the past, let's say 60 days, so you see there is no such effect of the contribution from the values in the past. ये इतना contribute नहीं कर रही as compared to these value, you know, the latest value or these value. Also इसमें भी सभी value contribute नहीं कर रही, these value, and the blue is the significance zone. Values above this are only significant, values in this are not significant. This is our autocorrelation graph. So you see all the values, जो ये इस range वाली values है, they are not even significant in order to make prediction for the coming day. So only these bunch of values which are outside significance zone are important. So every value is not important in order to make prediction for the future. So we have only specific values. And the latest value are much more informative as if we want to make prediction for the next future. Okay. Now moving to the next slide here. Sorry. Trend is already हमने किया, like I'm just in elaboration here. The trend of our time series, that is this, as I already told you, we need to remove all these factors. हमें trend हटाना पड़ेगा, हमें seasonality हटानी पड़ेगी. We need to remove this everything. So we need to make our time series stationary. Then only the data is ready to be fed into the algorithm. So this is a trend here, and मैंने graph बना के दिखाया था. So the data is having an upward trend. It means over the years the value is increasing, and if taking trend into account, it means जो हमारा, if over the years it was increasing, then there is a likelihood that the value will keep on increasing as we move on time. But एक रेशियो है, दैट इज परसेंटेज की, एक साल में 2% बढ़ा, दूसरे साल में 3% बढ़ा, या 2% से मेरा हर साल वैल्यू इंक्रीज हो रही है. सो विद दैट सेम रेट my data might increasing in the coming year. So there is a constant trend. If there is a trend, then there is a constant rate. Apart from एकदम जो random चीजें आती है, let's say if this is a normal trend, and if something comes out to be this way high, so this is something random here, which was unpredictable. Yeah, something negative out to be. So this is all something random. But there is, if there is a regular time series, then there will be a constant rate of increase. कि हर साल 2% या हर साल 5% my business is increasing or decreasing. So there will be a trend in your time series, be it a positive trend or be it a negative trend. So it shows general tendency of the data to increase or decrease during a long period of time. Clear? So this is a graph having positive trend. Now, कोई confusion है अभी तक? No. No. Because that can be a random value. अगर मेरी सेल अभी जैसे कोविड में है, द रेगुलर सेल वाज 500, अभी कोविड की वजह से वो नीचे चली गई, किसी स्टॉक प्राइस का रेगुलर प्राइस होता था 500, नाउ इट्स जस्ट 50 और 80. दैट इज एन आउटलायर एज पर द मॉडल, बट दैट वाज एन एक्चुअल वैल्यू. सो जनरली हम नहीं ट्रीट करते, नहीं, मिसिंग वैल्यूज को भी हम नहीं ट्रीट करते. मिसिंग वैल्यूज को हम इधर क्या करते हैं, बैकवर्ड फिल, फॉरवर्ड फिल. वो मैं बताऊंगी आपको क्या होता है. दैट इज, अगर लेट्स से मेरी कल की वैल्यू थी 100 और आज की वैल्यू मेरी मिसिंग है, और फॉर टुमारो द वैल्यू इज 200, तो हम जनरली क्या करेंगे, तो इधर वी ड्रॉप द मिसिंग वैल्यूज और वी रिप्लेस देम. जैसे लेट मी एक सेकेंड. सो वन वैल्यू वाज 11, लेट्स से, एंड दिस इज मिसिंग एंड दिस वाज 15, and again this is missing, and then we have a 16 here. So generally हम क्या करेंगे, we will drop them or we will fill this value with this, कि यहाँ पे भी 11 आ जाए, so that there is no change, the value was same, और यहाँ पे 15 आ जाए, that is the value is same. This is called forward fill, sorry backward fill, कि जो value इससे पहले थी हमने उसी को fill कर दिया. और another way to do is that is called forward fill, मतलब जो यहाँ पे 15 है इसको मैं यहाँ 15 से ही fill करूँ, that is the value was 15, and next day also my value was 15, and इसके लिए what was the next day value 16, तो मैं यहाँ पे भी 16 fill करूंगी. So we either use forward fill or backward fill, or we delete the values, we delete the missing values. and हम दो तीन चीजें ही करते हैं टाइम सीरीज में, अदर डेटा क्लीनिंग पार्ट नहीं होता टाइम सीरीज में. Clear? The main thing in time series is you can use either, does not matter. अगर यहाँ पे आपका 11 है और आप नेक्स्ट वैल्यू है और उसके बाद 15 है, इट डज नॉट, हम ये क्यों यूज करते हैं, बिकॉज इट डज नॉट मेक एनी सिग्निफिकेंस चेंज टू आवर डेटा. अगर मैं इस पे यहाँ पे 11 लिख दूं, इफ आई राइट एन 11 हियर, बोथ वैल्यूज आर सेम, लाइक देयर इज नो चेंज हियर. अगर मैं यहाँ 15 लिख रही हूँ, देयर इज नो चेंज. टाइम सीरीज में क्या होगा, इधर डिक्रीजिंग और इंक्रीजिंग, बट इफ बोथ वैल्यूज आर सेम, देयर इज नो बिहेवियर चेंज ही नहीं हो रहा, इट्स ऑल सेम. अगर मैं यहाँ पे 15 लिख रही हूँ, देन ऑल्सो द बिहेवियर इज सेम. यहाँ पे 15 था, नेक्स्ट डे भी 15 हो गया, यहाँ 16 था, नेक्स्ट डे भी 16 हो गया. इट डज नॉट चेंज एनी ऑफ द बिहेवियर ऑफ माई टाइम सीरीज. वैल्यूज वही है, ना एक ऊपर गई ना नीचे गई, सेम वैल्यू सेम बिहेवियर. दैट्स व्हाई वी यूज दिस अप्रोच. नो अच्छा, हम मीन से कभी रिप्लेस नहीं करते. वी डू नॉट ट्रीट मिसिंग वैल्यूज. वी ईदर वी रिमूव देम या वी डू दिस बैकवर्ड फिल या फॉरवर्ड फिल. हम मीन या मीडियन या स्पेसिफिक को अपनी तरफ से वैल्यू नहीं डालते टाइम सीरीज में. आपने मीन ले लिया, यहाँ पे 11 का मीन कुछ 11 और 15 का मीन लेट्स से x आता है, तो वो मे बी ज्यादा हो सकता है, कम हो सकता है, बट दैट्स नॉट द, उससे तो हमारा डेटा चेंज हो गया ना, जो बिहेवियर. बिकॉज टाइम सीरीज में तो डेटा हमारे पास वैसा कम होता है, टॉकिंग अबाउट मंथली और ईयरली, सो वी डू नॉट चेंज डेटा. हमारा जो ओवरऑल द बिहेवियर हैज टू बी सेम. दैट्स व्हाई वी डू नॉट यूज मीन और मीडियन, और वी डू नॉट यूज दिस अप्रोचेस इन टाइम सीरीज. If it was a regression problem कि आप बाकी चीजें भी cater कर रहे हैं, let's say the destination and all of the behavior, sorry, discount or price of the ticket, then when it comes to out to be a regression problem, then you can derive it from other columns. But for time series, just with respect to date, you cannot use it. You cannot use this way of mean and median. Anyone is having any questions? किसी और का कोई डाउट हो, क्वेश्चन हो? अभी तक क्लियर है सबको? Okay then. So here what we saw that the data was an increasing trend. So as I've told you कि हमें ये सब हटाना पड़ता है. We have to make time series stationary. So this is not a stationary time series. So a stationary time series looks like this. You see there is no upward trend. See there is no up, ना मेरा कुछ ऊपर जा रहा है, ना there is a decreasing trend. There is no cyclic event here. There is no seasonality. There is nothing. All of my data is, it's all same. It's all same. So this is removing the linear, sorry, there is a season, but it's with trend hata. So whenever we remove a trend, yeah, whenever we remove a cyclic thing, our time series comes out to be like this. So, and we always have to remove these things. We have to remove the trend, we have to remove the cyclicity, we have to remove the seasonality. Everything हमें remove करना पड़ता है, and then only we feed this data into our algorithm. And how do we remove them? So एक another terminology होती है residual. So these are called errors. So a forecast से हमेशा हम forecast करते हैं. Let's say मैंने 100 forecast किया और the value was 90 or 110. Then I'm having a residual. So every forecast, like every algorithm, be it a machine learning or be it a time series, हमारा हमेशा कुछ ना कुछ error आता ही आता है. There is not 100% accurate prediction. So they are called residual or error. Same चीज है. Sorry. So made for one several forecast. So residual difference between the observation and the predicted value. So every time we'll have a residual. और जो हम error calculate करेंगे last में MSE, RMSE, they are all residual. So we will calculate a time series. हमारी जो prediction होंगी, they will have residual as well. Because अगर residual नहीं हुआ, then हमने 100% accurate prediction की, जो कि होती नहीं है. So हमारा residual भी होता है हमेशा. Now, talking about, I've told you that we need to make time series stationary. हमें stationary बताना पड़ेगा. Then how do we do it? सबसे पहले होता क्या है stationary में? It means how do we identify the time series is not stationary? Either we visualize the graph, लेकिन we never just go by visualizing because graph कभी वैसा दिखे और हमारी actual values ना हो. So we'll be doing two tests. So उससे पहले let me tell you. So if a stationary series हमारा क्या, we have a constant mean and a constant variance over time, because अगर increasing trend है, let's say this was here. If this was my series, you see we have an increasing trend. It means, let's say अगर मेरा mean, if the mean around 1974 and 97 was, it can be told around this much. 1977 से 1980 मेरा mean कुछ इस around गया. 19 से 1986 मेरा mean कुछ इस around गया. You see my mean value variance is also increasing. Over the time my mean value is also increasing. So this time series is not stationary. The best way to visualize a time series कि stationary है नहीं है. So whenever we have a stationary time series, it means the mean value of that time series will remain constant over the time. Be 12 years अगर हमने उसने stationary बना लिया है, तो हमारा mean भी constant रहेगा. अगर stationary नहीं है तो mean constant नहीं रहेगा. Either it will keep on increasing or it will keep on decreasing. ठीक है? So if we are not able to make our mean stationary or mean constant over the time, that means we have not met the stationarity thing. So we need to do more transformation in order to make the time series stationary. ठीक है? The very first step in order to see कि हमारी time series stationary हुई है नहीं हुई है. So इसके लिए in order to make stationary we need to remove the trend, the seasons जो हमारी time series में exist करती हैं और जिसकी वजह से mean increase होता जाता है. We need to remove all those things. We need to just have a neutralized data कि ना कोई trend है, ना कोई seasonality है, ना कुछ a constant mean कि हमेशा same ही रहा है वो data. The very requirement of a time series. So seasonal आपको पता है that recurring pattern over a fixed period of time. Then we have trend that is upward or downward. So and when we cater all these things, हमने seasonality हटा दी, हमने trend हटा दिया, हमने cyclicity हटा दी, then means we have we have made our time series stationary. But how do we do them? सो स्टेशनरी, उससे पहले स्टेशनरी टाइम सीरीज का बिहेवियर है ये मैं आई ऑलरेडी टोल्ड यू दैट डू नॉट चेंज ओवर द टाइम, वो कांस्टेंट रहेगा. सो दे दैट इज विदाउट ट्रेंड, हैविंग कांस्टेंट वेरिएंस, constant autocorrelation. These are all the behavior. These are no fluctuations. These are all behaviors of a stationary time series. But then comes out to be how do we achieve that stationarity? तो उसके लिए हम दो चीजें करते हैं. So first is logarithm transformation such as logarithm can help us to stabilize the variance of a time series. Log से भी हमारी time series stationary हो जाती है. और another thing is we can do differencing. हम differencing करेंगे and then we are able to do that. Then by this our time series becomes stationary. You know, इससे तो हुई, अगर logarithm से नहीं होती then differencing से हमारी time series will be always stationary. इससे हो ही जाएगी हमेशा. Okay, it will help you stabilize the mean. ठीक है. So logarithm में क्या होता है, just if my value, okay, let me come to this. The very first transformation is, so if I make prediction here, so this is our data. So let me let me share this with this also with you, because इसमें आप मेरे साथ transformation करके, this I'm doing this because it will, you know, आपको थोड़ा जो कॉन्सेप्ट है थोड़ा ज्यादा अच्छे से समझ में आएंगे, इसलिए मैं थोड़ा आपको एक्सेल पे काम करके दिखाऊंगी. सो लेट मी शेयर दिस फाइल विद यू. एक काम करते हैं अभी, लेट्स हैव अ 10 मिनट्स ब्रेक. उस ब्रेक में आई शेयर द फाइल एज वेल एंड देन विल बिगिन अगेन. ठीक है. जस्ट फ्यू मोर मिनट्स. So I've sent you this data. इस पे we'll be doing log transformations. इस पे हम बाकी चीजें भी करेंगे. So that will help us to, you know, it will make the concepts more clear कि कैसे transformations होती हैं. Then अभी let's go for a break and then we'll resume where we left. ठीक है. So we'll start at, you know, it's 12:10. We'll start at 12:20. Okay. So just 10 minutes of break. Okay. See, we were saying that the time series is not stationary. So let's just, this is our data and let's plot it out. I'm just doing it because it will clear your concepts. So, you see what we have got. This is a graph where you can see you have an increasing trend. Over the years, this data is increasing. It means the time series is not stationary. जो मेरा data है, it has an increasing behavior. Correct? Now हमें, as I've already been telling you, कि हमें ये सब हटाना पड़ता है. We have to make a time series in order to feed this data into algorithm. So how do we make a time series stationary? So पहले क्या चीज थी? What we did was, एक second. So what we did was, either we made a log transform. The first one was keep. We have to make a log transformation. Then the second one was differencing. So I'll tell you both of them कि दोनों में क्या होता है, just to give a clear picture. So just a transformation now. So what we'll do is, one will take a natural log. So I want the log values for all these. ठीक है? Actually, I've shared this file. Has everybody gotten this file? Okay. So these are the log. So if we plotted the values for this, so what was our graph? I've deleted it. So this was our graph with regular values. Now, as I've told you, ki log transformation se our series can be made stationary. So how now let's visualize that as well. Ki, So this was our graph with original data where the data is not stationary. We have an increasing trend. Now हमने logarithm. Now let's plot the graph for this as well. And you see what the graph is now. Let me plot it here. See what the graph is. Initially हमारा क्या graph था? When we have plotted a regular value, there was a much increasing trend. You see both the graphs now. There was a much drastic increasing trend here, but still we have an increasing trend, but not compared कि जो पहले था उससे कम हो गया. You see the difference? It was much more here, but it's not to that level. ज़्यादा up and down, ज़्यादा there is no such sharp increase in trend. एक है, but we have. So you see how a bit of stationarity is handled. ये समझ में आया कि how this stationarity was handled by using this logarithm. पूरा stationary नहीं हुआ है. And again, we'll not be just going with graph. हम और test भी करेंगे when we come to the coding part. But just telling you an intuition कि logarithm values can help. अगर I'm not able to stationarize this series. अगर कुछ और series होती then this series might have come out to be stationary. So इसमें हुआ है but not to that level. बिल्कुल stationarity नहीं आई है. So let's do some other transformation as well. Let me keep this graph aside. So here. So what was this log transformation? Then उसके बाद what other transformation was? Differencing to remove trend and seasonality. Differencing क्या होता है? See, first order differencing and second order. So to give a clear picture, first order differencing में क्या होता? That is, see, as I told you, in order to predict 112, I need to see the value of 108. मुझे पता होना चाहिए. In order to make prediction for 118, I need to know the value of 132. Sorry. For 132, 129 is important. So differencing में क्या करेंगे? We subtract. First order differencing में हम lag लेंगे 1 का. So lag मतलब we go a day behind in the past. हम एक दिन पीछे चले जाएंगे. So ideally now this value, this 112 will start, Control C, and this will start from this date. So this is, I won't do this I will do for log values. So Control C. So this order differencing ki aap, you are going 1 day behind, you are going 1 lag value behind. ठीक है? So ideally हमारा this value was on first month. Now we have shifted this value 1 day in the past. Now as per this our model, क्योंकि हमारी 118 is dependent on this. So हमने assume किया है कि 2 तारीख की जो prediction आई है was equivalent to this. इसके लिए हमने क्यों नहीं किया? Because we do not have any value further. We do not have anything prior to this. 118 के लिए 112 था, 132 के लिए 118 के लिए 132 था, and 132 के लिए 129 था. But we do not have anything prior to 112. So that is why it will be nan here. जब हम इसको Python में करेंगे, this very first row will be nan. ठीक है? Ideally यहाँ पे हमारा this is a blank, but when done in Python, it will be nan value. So when we do a first order differencing, then we shift a day back in the past. And when we do second order differencing, it means we will shift 2 days in the past. तो इसमें क्या होता है? That is, this data which we have done will be 2 days past, after 2 days. So I'll paste Control C here. And then it will be 2 days in the past. So this is second order differencing. So what I've done is, what is written in the PPT, that is difference to is हमने अभी इसको सिर्फ shift किया है. We have not done the differencing. We have done the shift part. And first order shifting, we have done. This is all in the back end of algorithm. Okay, that's why I'm telling you. So this is first order differencing. This is second order shifting, not differencing, shifting. तो मुझे फर्स्ट ऑर्डर डिफरेंसिंग के लिए व्हाट वी हैव टू डू इज, जो हमने वैल्यू शिफ्ट की है, वी नीड टू सबट्रैक्ट देम फ्रॉम द ओरिजिनल वैल्यू. सी वी हैव चेंज द स्केल. दैट इज व्हाई आई विल बी वर्किंग विद, बिकॉज लॉगरिथम से वी वांट टू स्टेशनराइज आवर सीरीज. नाउ इन ऑर्डर टू मेक स्टेशनैरिटी, इन ऑर्डर टू ब्रिंग स्टेशनैरिटी, हमें इसको we have to do the differencing. And how differencing is done? It is original value minus original value, that is this one जो हमने अभी rescale किया है logarithm पे, minus the value which was done a shift ago. So this will be first order, because I'm differencing the value, I'm subtracting the value which was first order differentiation से जो हमने किया वो value में subtract कर रही हूँ. What went wrong? So this minus this, and this is the value. Now I'll show the graph for this as well. So this is the this was a regular graph, and where did I? And this is our logarithm graph. Similarly, हम एक graph लेंगे, that is after differencing. You see here. Now this is our first order differential data. Now let me plot values for this. Control shift this, and when I here, that is insert, and then line chart, and this one. Let me do another graph. I don't know why I didn't come. Still not a good one. Give me a second, guys. Still not. I'm trying to figure out जिसपे थोड़ा अच्छे से दिख जाए, visualize. This help me out. I don't know what's wrong now. I don't know what's अच्छे visualize. Let me try to change it. Okay. I don't know why it's not coming properly. मतलब वो ठीक है graph, but visualization purpose के लिए I wanted graphs like this. Actually, yeah. I don't know, मेरा वो graph नहीं आ रहा, the proper one which I wanted to show. So इसी से I'll try to explain. It should come this way, but Still not. Are you getting a proper plot? Are you doing along with me? आप ये कर रहे हो in your data? How many of you are doing along with me in this? Nobody is doing. Why? Kartiki, एक बार you try plotting the graph. I don't know, इसमें I'm not getting the proper graph as I wanted. I wanted, you know, some such kind of graph. I'm not able. I don't know. I'm not getting here. See, I'm explaining आपके concepts के लिए ना आप and you're not doing hands on side by side, तो फिर फायदा क्या? अभी आप समझ लोगे. See, when I share this file आपको समझ में आ जाएगा, but you know you should know what is the backend, इसमें क्या हो रहा है. I don't know what is going wrong here. Kartik, are you getting a good graph? Like जिसमें थोड़ा you know the graph is big enough. ऋषभ, आपको नहीं फाइल सेंड इन योर ईमेल आईडी, तो आप मुझे पहले बताते ये वाली चीज. सेंड इन योर ईमेल आईडी. सेंड इन योर ईमेल आईडी ऋषभ एक बार. Okay, no. Okay. See, I just try to show. I don't know मेरा वो बड़े वाला ग्राफ क्यों नहीं आ रहा है. I wanted it to happen. I don't know. Okay, you see now what here is. See, we have an increasing trend when it was a regular data. हमने कोई track नहीं किया. So this was when we did log. We have achieved stationarity, but not to that level. We can achieve, you know, we still have, there is a still increasing trend, but not that much, but there is 100% stationarity nahi aayi hai. So when we did differencing, you see, it's not plotted on a big scale, and I wanted it to be on the big scale. Let me once more try. Let me try once more. Out of in percentage terms. Okay, no issues. इसी से काम चलाते हैं. So you see, when initially log taken is wrong. कहाँ पे सर? नहीं सर, इसमें एक्चुअली हमने डिफरेंसिंग की है. Log I subtract those that are a second order. ठीक है. I've shifted the two values in the past. तो मैं इन values को, you know, I'll subtract the values from. When you do this here, I will subtract this. I'll subtract this value from my original data, and see it came out with this one. And when I'll make a plot of this, तो ये इसलिए मैंने किया. See, we do first order differencing. अगर logarithm से time series stationary नहीं हो रही, then we do first order differencing. it makes our time series stationary 90% of the time. Agar still if you are not able to achieve stationarity with first order differencing, then we do second order differencing, and इसमें 110% our time series stationary. We never get a chance कि हम third order differencing तक भी जाए, because second order differencing is sufficient enough to achieve stationarity in your time series. So when I plot this graph now, again it is on the same kind of thing. You see, still हमारा, although first order differencing में we have achieved stationarity here. You see, this was first order stationarity and this is second order. We have achieved stationarity in first order, although, but second order may, if we do not achieve stationarity in first order, the second order may 100% you will achieve stationarity. So this is how we do differencing in time series and how we take logarithm. So पहले हमने क्या किया? This was our natural value. We made a graph of this, and this we can see that the graph had an upward trend. So the very first way to do transformation is take logarithm value. So we took the natural log of all these values and we made graph of that. Now we are able to treat stationarity that well. Still we have an upward trend, a little bit of upward trend. So in that case, अगर logarithm से भी stationarity नहीं हटी, then we do this differencing. Differencing के लिए first order differencing, you shift your data one day back in the past. So जो आपकी पहली value थी, that was the value for first 0101 1949 is now the value for 02 first 1949. So you have data away back in the past, and जो पहली value is nan, यहाँ पे empty है, but in Python nan value, and we drop nan values here. This is our first order shifted data. Now in order to calculate the differencing, हम original value में से shifted value be subtracted, and this is what the first order differencing values are. So when we made, then we saw कि stationarity is achieved. इसमें graph थोड़ा अच्छा नहीं बना. And then if still stationarity is not achieved by first order differencing, then we second order differencing. इसमें हम क्या करते हैं? We shift our data 2 days back into the past, and from the original value we subtract the shifted value, and this is what the difference we get is. And then by this 110% the time series achieves stationarity. So in the algorithm हमारा will be working with ARIMA. So backend में ARIMA आपकी, it makes the data stationary by by differencing it. Either हम खुद उसको either we use ARIMA, वो backend में खुद से भी differencing करता है, or we can ourselves do the differencing part. जो process हमने इसी में किया, बस इसको हमें Python language में, and we'll do the log transformation as still stationarity is not achieved, then we'll do the differencing part. Stationarity in our data. So इसमें are you having any confusion that how the stationarity was achieved initially, what the graph was, and once we have done the first order differencing, then how did we achieve stationarity कि हमारी series stationary हो गई थी, and then with second order differencing our series came out to be stationary. So anybody having any confusion इसमें? I'm still stuck with the graph. Pura data. See, I wanted a graph this way. No problem. Let me try once more. But होगा नहीं वो उसमें. I did it before, तब हो गया था. Yeah, same scale. Okay. So log, उसके लिए कार्तिक you have to do is just like equal to and then ln and then bracket and then select the range जिसका आपको log ले. Let's say you want this for this value, then select this value and then close the parenthesis. हाँ जी सर. So I'm sending you the log formula. Okay. Are you all able transformations and see the graph ki how have like you were able to achieve stationarity in your time series data. Have you all done now? Did you try like others? Take in this log ln, not log, ln, because Python may will be working with natural log. Because जब हम why I'm saying natural log here, because if we take log base to the log 2 log 10 and then we transform those values कि let's say मुझे अब इसको वापस scale में लेके आना, I'll do an exponential and the value will be 112. But अगर मैं log 2 या log 10 लेती हूँ and then I do exponential part, then the value will be different. वो दूसरे scale पे आएगी. That is why take a natural log so that मुझे वापस उसी scale पे जाना है, then I can, because हमने वैल्यूज प्रेडिक्ट कर दी. लेट्स से मेरे मॉडल ने वैल्यू प्रेडिक्ट किया एंड इट इज समथिंग 4 पॉइंट समथिंग एंड 4 पॉइंट वैल्यू व्हिच आई वांट, मुझे तो नंबर ऑफ पैसेंजर्स हंड्रेड्स में चाहिए ना. सो इन दैट केस आई हैव टू रिवर्स टू दैट स्केल. log 2 log 10 में we get different values, तो natural log exponential करोगे. So if I do an exponential of this here, let's say exp, and if I do an exponential of this one, I'll get this value back. log 2 में करूंगी, log 10 में करूंगी, वो चीज नहीं आएगी. That's why I'm asking to take natural log here. हाँ जी, हो गया आपका ये, like able to do it. Shall we? This is how we achieve stationarity in your data. Kartik, how your graphs are? सर आप भी एक बार मुझे एक बार ग्राफ शेयर करना. लेट मी सी, लाइक मेरे एक्सेल में क्यों नहीं आ रहे. द ट्रांसफॉर्म ग्राफ, डिफरेंस वाला.
ओके सुजाता, मैं स्क्रीन शेयर कर रहा हूँ, 1 मिनट के लिए दिखा दे रहा हूँ एक्सेल शीट.
ठीक है सर.
एंड आई थिंक इंटेंशन कुछ ऐसा था देखने के लिए.
हम आई डोंट नो, मेरे सिस्टम में ऐसा ही लैग 1 और लैग 2 वाला ग्राफ क्यों नहीं आ रहा है. ऐसा ग्राफ आई वांटेड.
तो सुजाता, आई एम जस्ट मेलिंग यू दिस एक्सेल शीट.
ठीक है सर, ठीक है सर, थैंक यू.
बाय.
So,
meanwhile you are
yeah.
presented again, Sujata. You can continue. I will
just
mail this Excel sheet to you.
ठीक है सर. So जैसे अभी सर ने भी दिखाया, मेरे में ग्राफ आर नॉट, आई डोंट नो व्हाई दे वर नॉट करेक्ट. एज यू सॉ आलोक सर स्क्रीन, तो उसमें क्या, it was equally, there was no specific trend. वो हमारा proper data de-trended था. We have removed the stationarity part on that. Sorry, we have made our time series stationarity by using this transformation. By here we are moving, we are shifting data with one day back, that is lag 1, and here we are shifting our days in the past, that is with lag 2. So and then subtracting the values, we are able to achieve first order differencing. Second order के लिए we have to move go 2 days in the back and then subtract the values, then that is second order differencing. So is any confusion in this one? Then I'll move it. Meanwhile sir is sharing this Excel file. Hanji sir, I've gotten. CO, this is the time series which was shared by Alok sir. So this is what I wanted to show ki using log transformation, this is the graph for log, was the my data with original transformation, and now this is lag 1 जो हमने किया है, that is we moved 1 day in the past and did the differencing part, and this is the time series stationarity we have achieved. And when we moved 2 days in the past, then this was the stationarity we have achieved in our time series. So this kind of stationarity transformations which we use log or we use differencing part in order to achieve stationarity in our data. ठीक है? So इसमें किसी को कोई confusion है? Anybody? Like how time series is made stationary? Is anybody having any confusion here now? हाँ जी, प्लीज बताओ, किसी को कोई डाउट है, क्वेश्चन है अभी तक? Shall I move on? Nobody is responding. Where are you all busy? कोई क्वेश्चन है? प्लीज टेल मी, प्लीज रिप्लाई. ओके, बट या नो इशू विद दैट एज वेल. वो हमने लैग का ग्राफ ड्रॉ, डिफरेंसिंग का मे बी देन द वैल्यूज वर ऑन मच स्मॉलर स्केल, इसलिए. बट दैट इज द वे जो एक्सेल में मैंने आज शो किया आपको, दैट इज द वे वी डू द डिफरेंसिंग पार्ट. दैट इज वी टेक द नॉर्मल लॉगरिथम वैल्यूज, पहले हम लॉग लेंगे एंड देन वी शिफ्ट द वैल्यूज बाय लाइक फर्स्ट ऑर्डर, we shift a day back in the past, and then we for second order we move 2 days in the past, and then we subtract the values from the original. My screen is now, what's wrong with my screen? Yes, see, ये procedure which we'll be following in Python. We'll first take out the logarithm, then we'll try to see if we have achieved stationarity or not. Agar we have achieved the stationarity, then we are able to feed that data into algorithm. If not, then we'll take out the first order, like we'll shift the data first to 1 day back, that is with 1 lag, and then we'll find out the difference data, that is we'll do differencing here. And if by this हमारी stationary हो जाएगी, if not, then we'll do the second order differencing, that is we'll go 2 days into the past, that is with lag of 2, and then हम उसको we'll do the second order differencing. And by this second order differencing, every time series comes out to be stationary. कोई ऐसा नहीं होता कि stationarity is not achieved by the second differencing. ठीक है? So इसमें किसी को कोई क्वेश्चन है कॉन्सेप्ट वाइज या एनीथिंग कि वो समझ में नहीं आई, या वांट मी टू एक्सप्लेन अगेन? if you are good to go, then I'll proceed with the PPT, like further topics जो हमारे टाइम सीरीज में हैं.
मैम ये हेलो.
हाँ जी जॉनी.
मैम ये differences are like variances of that data, right? कि like somehow I was not able to understand how it is making stationary this like,
it is हाँ जी. See,
yeah.
जो variation, it is this is the way we do differencing in order to make time. पहले we subtract this value, जैसे कि इस value और इस value में कितना difference. So that is the value. If we remove that या हम उसको capture कर लेते हैं, then we are able to make is stationary. Like this is the procedure followed. Like if you want to do the different time series, this is the procedure followed in order to make time series stationary. Yeah. बाकी anybody else, anyone is having any question? Like कोई भी topic में, like what is seasonality, what is trend seasonality, how do we achieve transformation, any topic. If not, then let's move on. Everybody is good to go? Okay then. So this was that's what written here. Differentiate means we this is first order differencing, that is zi minus 1, that is in the past, and then yi comes out to be a difference data. So it will be always one less. So as we see, we have a nan value. The very first, agar hum first order differencing karenge, we'll have one nan value because we move a day into the past. Agar second order differencing karenge, we'll have two nan values, and we remove those nan values when we come to the coding part. So the data point, the number of differencing you do, the data will be one less. If you do first order, then you will have one less data point. If you do second order differencing, then you'll have two less data points as compared to your original one. Okay. So and again, like logarithm taken and it stabilizes the variance differencing, as you were saying, Johnny. And if there is a negative data, let's say now we had the data which was all positive, the number of percent or positive, all were in hundreds, 112 and 13 jo bhi tha, there was no negative data. But in case if you have a negative data, means jiska aapko karna, like what is we have here is the number of passengers is our data on which we have to make predictions. So this is our data, and if in this case we have something negative here, इसमें हम क्या करते हैं, we add a constant term to it. So अगर मेरी 10 जगह negative values है, so we add a constant to make that data positive. So we have to make all data positive before feeding into the regular data, not the transformed one, not the differenced one, not the logarithm one. नहीं, the original data है, अगर उसमें negative है, then you need to convert it into positive and then apply further transformation and then start the removing stationarity part. With negative data, you can't proceed with just doing the transformation and making changes. Then when this constant is added, then जब आपकी final predictions आ जाती है, then remove that constant. See, it's written here. We add a suitable constant to make all data positive before applying the transformation, and then this constant can be subtracted from the model to obtain the predicted, means the actual values. अगर मैंने +1 किया है, like if there was 0 या -1, then I did a +1 in order to bring 0 or some positive values, or +2 kiya, then I have to remove that same value from the predicted data because initially I have added it. So मुझे real scale पे आने के लिए I need to subtract it as well. But that is because we do not perform transformations on the data. अगर आप logarithm का logarithm लोगे तो क्या? So that's why we have to make it positive by adding a suitable constant term and then subtract it at the later stage when you have done predictions from that data. Clear? Now about seasonal differencing क्या होता है? That is, so in seasonal differencing, instead of calculating the difference between consecutive values, जैसे अभी हमने differencing में क्या किया था, हमने एक value गए like here this one. Like what we have done here, from this value, what we have subtracted, this one, from this value, let me bring in pen here. Give me a second. That is, from this value हमने क्या subtract किया, ये वाली value, इस value में से क्या subtract की, ये वाली value, that is we have subtracted the value prior to it. इस वाली value में से हमने क्या subtract की, इससे पहले वाली value, like which was this one, इस वाली value में से हमने इससे जो पहले वाली value थी, which was this one, हमने ये subtract किया. So now moving on to this PPT. So this was, we're just subtracting a value before it. Where is PPT? Now if we have a for seasonal differencing, what do we mean by seasonal differencing? That is, if we have an observation taken on Monday and then we'll subtract it from an observation taken on previous Monday. हर Monday मेरे नई value start हो रही है, so this is the seasonality. अगर आपका data monthly है या weekly है, then from that previous money values you will subtract it. ये it's kind of rolling window, rolling mean. When we come to code, then we'll do this. ये एक window frame होता है कि मैं पुराना what window should I take for. If my data is weekly, then window I will take for 7. If my data is monthly, then I'll take a window for 12. And if yearly, then also I'll take a window for 12. So these are ये आपको ज्यादा क्लियर हो जाएगा when we come to the code. We take a window size there कि मेरा डेटा किस बेसिस पे, किस फ्रीक्वेंसी पे है, and as per that we calculate the moving average part and use stabilize our data. ठीक है. So the next one is here. Now checking the stationary. See, हमने stationary बनाने के लिए कौन कौन सी transformation की? One was log transformation, another was differencing. First differencing or second order differencing. Then how do we check that we have achieved stationarity or not? So that is done by two ways. So one is the graphical method and one is the p-value test, the hypothesis test. So the first one is rolling statistics, means this is the graphical method here. Here we plot the rolling mean and variance over a time. And इसमें as I told you, we have to specify the window कि जो मेरा data है किस frequency का. We plot the data and along with that we plot the mean and standard and we see with that कि is our time series stationary or not. This is the graphical way. Then after that we have another way called Dickey-Fuller test. This is the hypothesis test जो हम देखते हैं. As I told you, we just do not go with the graphical values. हम hypothesis test भी करते हैं. So that is done using this Dickey-Fuller test. See, Dickey-Fuller test has a null hypothesis, a basic assumption. That is कि time series is not stationary. जो जैसे हर एक की हर algorithm की so Dickey-Fuller test की assumption है and it is the stationarity. So the null hypothesis or basic assumption of a Dickey-Fuller test is that time series is not stationary, and alternate hypothesis ki time series comes out to be stationary. So how do we check that? So Dickey-Fuller test में हमारी p value भी calculate होती है. So if the p value is greater than 0.05, it means we accept the null hypothesis. मतलब हमने क्या किया है, पहले data लेंगे, then that graphical method and this Dickey-Fuller test in order to visualize the series कि stationary है या नहीं है. ग्राफ से जैसे उसमें हमें पता चल गया था, but again not to just go with graph. Dickey-Fuller test लगाएंगे, we'll check the p value. And if the p-value for that regular data without any transformation is more than 0.05, it means we have accepted our null hypothesis. मतलब जो null hypothesis क्या था Dickey-Fuller का, that is the time series is not stationary. It means the time series is not stationary. Then we'll apply log transformation for that data, and then again we'll then we'll apply log transformation, and then we'll apply this again. We'll apply Dickey-Fuller test and we'll applying that graphical method in order to see that have we achieved stationarity now. तो ग्राफ देखेंगे और अगेन हमारी p वैल्यू कैलकुलेट होगी ट्रांसफॉर्म डेटा के लिए. जो हमने लॉग ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन लगाई उसके लिए हम फिर से Dickey-Fuller टेस्ट करेंगे. एंड इफ द वैल्यू इज स्टिल मोर देन 0.05, इट मींस वी हैव नॉट अचीव स्टेशनरिटी. अगर p वैल्यू लेस देन 0.05 आ जाती है, इट मींस हमारी टाइम सीरीज गई है लॉग ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन से. अगर नहीं बनी, देन वी नीड टू मेक इट अगेन. सो डेटा क्लीनिंग टाइम सीरीज में होता नहीं है, बट मेकिंग अ टाइम सीरीज स्टेशनरी इज व्हाट वी डू विद टाइम सीरीज डेटा. हमने तो मिसिंग वैल्यूज फॉरवर्ड फिल बैकवर्ड फिल से कर लिया. देन आफ्टर दैट द मेजर पार्ट इज मेकिंग टाइम सीरीज स्टेशनरी. Once the time series is stationary, then we are good to go. So always after making some transformation, we do this rolling statistics. That is, we plot the rolling mean and rolling standard deviation, and we go with Dickey-Fuller test and check the results, check the p value की क्या अब stationary हुई series या नहीं हुई. And as per that, अगर नहीं हुई है, then we go with further transformation. अगर हो गई है, then we are ready to go and bring in the model and feed that data into this model. So if anybody is having any confusion coming to Arima, I'll explain it coming class because अभी time हो गया और मैं पूरा cover भी नहीं कर पाऊंगी. So till now, is anybody having any confusion? किसी भी या कहीं भी कोई confusion हो तो please tell me. All are good to go? One thing I'll do is I'll share this sheet with you if you have not done it. I'll share it. I've done the log transformation, first order, second order. Let me give the correct name here. Lab 1, 2. Okay, as Alok gave. I've not given the correct name. So let me give, I'll share this sheet with you, and then you just go through it. If any questions or doubt, so please tell me. If not, then we'll just carry on with our time series. जो भी हमारा बच गया, we'll just proceed with this. So all of you are good to go. किसी को कोई question है नहीं? Everybody's clear with the topic. If there is, please बता दो before winding up the session, before ending it up. Explain any topic या कुछ भी still. हाँ जी कार्तिक है वो, that will I will share that Excel file. I'll share this passengers data and all this transformation. Apart from that, any query, any doubt, या any topic जिसमें confusion हो, what we have covered so far. Okay then. If everybody is clear, so ठीक है, I'll share this file. Meanwhile, आप just try to go through it yourself और practice करके देखना, समझ के देखना. Otherwise, we'll continue with time series in coming class. ठीक है? So thank you everybody. Thank you so much. Have a good day. So